noisy motorbikes ruining my introduction video. Bloody motorbikes and motorcyclists. So I've only had 2 hours sleep, so I've come to Istanbul to do what you should always do when you've only had 2 hours sleep. Ride motorbikes. I'm here in Istanbul to do California Superbike School levels 1 and 2. Basically to learn how to go around corners on a motorbike more quickly and without crapping myself the entire time. I've only done 1 track down bikes before, quite enjoyed it, but again, I'd like to know how to be smoother and less scared of corners and things. Obviously, I've not ridden here because that would be ludicrous from London. So the kind guys here at the track have lent me this Fireblade SP. It's got track bodywork on it and a loud as hell Akrapovic exhaust. But yeah, that's my steed for the next 2 days. Hopefully it'll still look like that when I'm finished. I'll keep you updated and let's see how fast I can go around the track when I've only had 2 hours sleep. I mean, there's a massive variety of bikes here. You've got RSV4s, you've got a really cool beaten up Ducati 848 track bike that my friend's gonna be riding. Triumph Daytona 675R, Panigales, kind of more adventure things, Tracers, Fireblades, R1s, that's cool. Valentino Rossi style R1. And you've come out here, you're getting their bikes ready. You'll see the variety of bikes that people have brought along for this. It's pretty astonishing. Obviously you've got track bikes, street triples. I mean, the whole point of California Superbike School is that you can do it on everything, and I think that pretty much proves it, doesn't it? Wonder if he's going to get his knee down, or his cylinder heads. There's a BMW K1600 6-cylinder bike. That'll be quite nice. Has it got forward pegs as well? Yes, look at that. That's so he can put his feet forward in the middle of a corner and really relax as he's getting his knee down, or toes down, more likely. Everyone's had their mirrors taped up so that they don't get distracted by faster bikes behind them. Should be quite a nice day. It's nice and warm and sunny, which you can't always guarantee in the UK. But I'm going to be sweating quite a lot. It's about 25 degrees already and I've not even got my leathers on. It's my mate Paul. He's on a Burrowed 848, which he's going to do a U-turn on. California Superbike School level 0.5, taking leathers off. Paul Robinson will now demonstrate.
Nailed it.
I've just done my first session. I did not die. The first session was all about throttle control and picking up the throttle nice and smoothly in the middle of the corner and basically steering without any throttle on. It's a bit hard on the Fireblade because 4th gear is really long, so you're only allowed to use 4th gear for this bit of the course. And you have to basically stop accelerating halfway down all the straight, so you don't have to use your brakes, because you're not allowed to use your brakes either. So it's all about teaching you correct corner entry speeds and that stuff. But yeah, it was a good introduction. The track's amazing. Istanbul track. It's got some really nice kind of like switchbacky S's bits, but it's got like a proper fast corner that I imagine will be top of 4th gear. Anyway, I'm going for a break because I'm hot and sweaty, but I'll be back in a minute. I just finished the 3rd session of the day, the 3rd drill of level 1 of California Superbike School, which is all about turning the bike as quickly as you can. Basically, you end up punching the handlebars, and it's a bit scary to start with. Sorry, it's really windy. But it helps you turn the bike a lot faster and get turned in and get a better line. It's awesome. Welcome back to the Sweat Chronicles. Just on my 4th session, sponsored by Lipton's Iced Tea. That session was all about relaxing on the bike, so basically holding on and doing chicken arms like this, and trying to go around the corners basically with no pressure on the handlebars, which is actually quite easy, and gripping the tank with your knees under braking and then in the middle of the corner. It was good, but because I found it quite easy, I ended up racing people and then knackered myself out trying to outbrake people. But it's a school, it's not a race. It's been really good. It's the first time I spent a couple of hours on track in one go, and it's been amazing for my confidence and just learning what bikes can do and learning how to relax and let the bike do its own thing. So I'd massively recommend it. It's not cheap, but it was 400 quid a day in the UK. But what price lifelong skills? And what price Lipton iced lemon tea? I'll ask you that. Yep, pretty warm. I've only got one more session left. I'm not sure what it is. I'll do another video after that. Sorry if this isn't very interesting. It's so warm that I'm having about a bottle of water after every single session. It's pretty ridiculous. It's a very expensive Red Bull holder. This R1 is one of the loudest things I've ever heard in my life. It's not quite MotoGP bike loud, but it's not far off. I mean, look at that. Sexy. So this is the pit lane. Instructors giving people tips on how not to die. Quite straight, start finish straight. It's one of the straighter ones I've seen. Not a bend in sight. If I wasn't enjoying California Superbike School, I could say it's the pits. But I am enjoying it. If there's one thing that I'm going to take away from today, it's just how capable modern bikes are. Like the Fireblade I'm riding, although it's got track fairings on and stuff, it's basically just a normal road bike. And it's capable of so much more than I am. That white one there. Just, you can brake later than you think, you can turn harder than you think. That's the main one. It's just how hard you can put the bike into the corner. It's been an eye-opening day. I'm looking forward to level 2 tomorrow, where I think we just learn how to go even faster. Until that time of the day for the last session, the front foot pegs are coming off. I'm a broken and sweaty man, but one who's much better at riding motorbike around the track now. I mean, that's easily the best day's riding I've ever done in 10 years of biking. Not just because it's on track, on a cool Fireblade, just because track riding makes a lot more sense now, and I feel like it's been broken down for me, so that I just feel more relaxed. They kind of give you strategies for making the track feel bigger, and for braking later, for turning harder. Oh man, it's so wicked. Yeah, so that's level 1 at CSS done. I feel so much more confident about going back to the UK now and taking my 1198 on a track. We've got level 2 tomorrow, which should move things on even further. Yes, that is sweat on my nose. I make no apologies, I've been working hard. Anyway, I'm gonna have a beer and a bath and a bed, and hopefully have more 2 hours sleep tonight. I'll see you tomorrow for level 2. It's day 2, which is all about eyes. Sorry, that was a bit weird. Yeah, I'm doing level 2 California Superbike School today, which yesterday we learned how to turn a motorbike and how to choose a line on the track, yada yada. That's loud. Today, level 2 is all about looking and kind of lifting your chin up and looking where you want to go and finding the exit of the corner and all that kind of stuff. Just tried it, so they've got processes, which I won't spoil because otherwise you won't pay for the course, to help you look through a corner at each stage of the corner, and it massively helps you get on the throttle earlier, which is nice because you end up going faster. That's the good thing about this school, is everything you learn results in you going faster and feeling like even more of a hero. I imagine there's a limit somewhere, but I'm nowhere near it. The sweat is back. We've just done a lesson on something called wide view, which is all about not target fixating when you're right up another rider's chuff, but rather taking your own lines and riding the track rather than just following him. It's really good fun, insofar as riding at 140 miles an hour about a meter from another rider can be described as fun. It is. Yeah, it just forces you to like go on the brakes into a corner right next to another rider and not worry about them because they're in your peripheral vision, so you're keeping an eye on them, but your main focus is down the track on your apex and everything else. So yeah, good fun lesson. I mostly like it because you get to overtake people. So on that Ducati was my mate Paul, who's never ridden a sports bike and he's never ridden a motorbike on a track, and he's having an absolutely wicked time. And he feels very safe thanks to everything that he's learned. I think he feels safe, I don't know. He might be absolutely knackered like me and having a few moments now. What's this? Is it a motorbike? It is. 675R. 675. Oh my God, it's lovely. Look at the sun. It's the final session of level 2, and it's braking, specifically trail braking, which is the act of keeping some brake on when you turn the bike, which is the opposite of everything you're ever taught when you're learning to ride. So it's going to take a bit of mental rewiring, because it's one of those things that your body tells you you're going to crash if you do it. I'll report back and see if I'm like broken arms and things. That's it. 2 days of California Superbike School is over, and I feel genuinely like I'm leaving as a different person, in a kind of motorcycling sense, not in a weird, creepy way. Wow, yeah, what a 2 days. Although at the start kind of felt like really basic stuff, if you just do what they say, by the end of the first day, you're like, wow, okay, cool, I'm much more confident. I'm turning fast. And day 2, I'm braking later and turning while braking, trail braking. I've just had the most fun time. Like, it's just genuinely been one of the best 2 days of 10 years of riding that I've done. So even if you're not thinking you're going to do track days on your bike, trust me, like, go and do a CSS, because you'll learn so much that you can apply to the road as well. And best of all for me, I got my knee down in the last session. Yay! Only once, only very lightly, but knee down is knee down, fam. So yeah. Long story short, if you've been riding for a few years and feel like even if you don't feel like you're stuck in a rut, just come and do a day like this, because you'll learn so much stuff. The instructors are awesome. They're super friendly, and they make you feel like you're doing everything right. Yeah, they're amazing. They can ride past you like a million miles an hour, one-handed into a corner, pointing at the floor, showing, you need to be here. And I'm like, cool, I would crash if I took my hands off right now. So yeah, thanks for having me, California Superbike School. I feel like my riding is 20 million times better now. Someone's throwing peanuts at me. All the noises are here. I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching.